Biggest cover-up ever. The glorified saints roamed the earth. The Vatican spilled the beans, breaking, never seen before. They tried to hide the mass murder of the Christians after the expiration of the 1,000 years at the start of the Renaissance, piling up the skeletons in underground secret chambers. They tried to hide the lunatic asylums. They tried to hide the incubator centers. They tried to hide the orphan trains. They tried to hide the re-education and slave labor of the children. They tried to hide the mud floods. They tried to hide the advanced technologies. They tried to hide the worldwide tropical temperatures. They tried to hide the melted elements. But we found the historic proof of it all. And now another concealed historic phenomena has been uncovered. Hagiography. Before the Vatican put a lid on it, concealing all proof of the millennial reign, cardinals and popes referred to thousands of documents out of the vaults of the Vatican, writing reports about the glorified saints and their works. These writings are scattered all around the world in many museums. Of course, the hagiographics are all downgraded to myth and legends in an attempt to conceal the real history. There are thousands of historic records of Christians who suddenly turned into glorified saints. Christians who suddenly changed from normal persons into saints with glorified giant bodies, appearing on multiple locations at the same time, glorifying rooms with enlightenment that shine through multiple stone walls, their glorified bodies spreading heat without visible energy source. They were pilgrims traveling to and from the city of God in the highest north. They would come at sunrise and sunset to help the builders with building superstructures. They would tell the masons of advanced building technologies and help them lift building blocks that couldn't be lifted by 20 men. They traveled in airships, communicated by video calling with interconnected devices like crystals. The Hagiography testified of amazing historic events during the millennial reign. Continents were above sea level for the pilgrims to reach the city of God, the New Jerusalem in the north. The same continents would sink into the sea after expiration of the 1,000 years. Millions of saints would travel to the city of God before expiration of the 1,000 years, never to return. Christ was right when he prophesied that he would return in his glory with the angels 2,000 years ago before his contemporaries would die. Christ was right when he prophesied that the disciples would see all these things come to pass 2,000 years ago before they would pass away. Christ was right when he prophesied that the ones who pierced him would see him return in the skies with the clouds of angels. Without delay, he would not tarry, and the time was at hand. There is a flood of historical records reciting the millennial reign and the glorified saints in the first millennium AD.